Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to show you the Nemesis marksman rifle. I was fortunate to get all the parts in the last raid rotation, and if you want to know how to get it, I've already put that at the end of this video as well. So take time and watch that. It will tell you step by step on how exactly you can get it. So for this main part of the video though, we're going to look at the weapon and we're going to look at the talents and kind of discuss how they work. Now, I was trying to test it in the base of operations, but to be very honest with you, I am still trying to figure out why and how the weapon works exactly. So maybe we'll take a run into the base of operations and see exactly how it works. So first of all, weapons aesthetics look so good. I mean, are you kidding me? This is what the weapon looks like. And, you know, the mods apparently are all like fixed and locked, so you can't necessarily do much. But on inspection, this bad boy or bad girl, however you want to put it, looks like the creme de la creme of marksman rifles. I mean, look, there's even a digital display on there. And I really enjoy the lore because it's actually a Black Tusk. It belongs to a Black Tusk commander. And so that's what it is. It belongs to Phaedra Lau, which is her nickname's Puck. And she's a Black Tusk sniper. So after all the fun stuff, you get all the parts and you get the blueprint and then you go in and craft it. Now, regarding the talents, you have 3 talents: Counter Sniper, Nemesis, and Preparation, which all give you very specific and unique buffs, which I think is fitting for what an exotic should look like. I mean, all the exotics that we've seen in the game have so far been good, other than the LMG one. But that one, you know, we've heard that they're going to buff that weapon. So the first talent is a Counter Sniper, which says shots fired deal 0 to 100% weapon damage based on how long the trigger is held before releasing. The time to reach max weapon damage is reduced whenever a shot does not kill an enemy it hits. Did you see that? Whenever it does not kill the enemy that it hits. So you have to hit the target, but if the enemy is not killed, then that time that it takes to charge up the weapon is reduced significantly. So you can literally fire multiple shots and then eventually increase kind of your rate of fire in quote because of the way the weapon works. Now, the second talent is the Nemesis, which says aiming at an enemy marks them as your nemesis for 15 seconds, letting you see them through walls. And it says your shots gain 5% damage to your enemies for each second they are marked to a max of 50%. So you can get up to 50% damage towards your enemies once you are pretty much aiming at them. So you mark them, and the mark actually is about 15 seconds long. And so in combat, I don't really know how it'll look like. So I need to run this bad boy, but I'm not the best sniper shooter in video games. I mean, even now I'm running my sharpshooter specialization, but that's because I'm leveling it up and trying to finish up the skill tree. And honestly, I would say this is the most impressive DPS specialization I have seen in the entire Division game as a whole. I mean, it's just complete when it comes to what it does with the marksman rifle. So those of you who turned me on to it, you know, thank you guys so much. I mean, I had to go, you know me, I'm somewhat of a traditionalist. So I had to go from demo to survivalist to this one. And this is quite impressive in its DPS. Now, the final talent is Preparation, which says while holstered, you gain 25% headshot damage when scoped with your current weapon. Now, this is a holster talent that will be very good for those of you who run the bolt action rifles or the SVD. And I want to wonder if you can actually use this to gain the 25% headshot damage if you were maybe to scope in with another marksman rifle. So that's one of the things that we're going to go test right now. And pardon me so I can make my way into the shooting range, and we're going to test it. But before I do that, let me buy the upgraded blueprint for myself, because I just recently crafted it. And whenever you craft a weapon, you can just come in here and buy the blueprint. So that's another thing I wanted to show you guys as well. So once you're done with all the missions that are necessary for it, and once you're done crafting it, then you come in and make sure you purchase that blueprint upgrade as well. So let me holster it, and well, it's holstered now, but I want to make sure that it doesn't affect my headshot damage. As you know, let's see what happens. So I have my rifle here, Police MK17, and I hit a headshot damage at 86,310. If I zoom in, I get 75,000. I don't know why I got 75,000 there when zoomed in. What was that? 75,000, 75,000, 86,000, 86,000, 75,000. Okay. I guess there's a variance based on like crit damage or something. Now, let's holster this weapon and see if it will grant me this 25% headshot damage. So already I was doing about 80 something thousand max. 25% of that will be 8, 8, and 4, so that'll be 16 plus 420, so it'll be about 100. It should be about 100 something thousand. So I'm looking in. Let me see if I do that. No, it doesn't give me anything else, so I probably have to use a scope where I'm scoped in with this rifle in order for me to get that perk. Now this is the CBS says the 30% headshot damage scope, and so I don't know if this ACOG scope will actually do that. So let's see though. We'll see. So zoomed in. Let's see what happens with this bad boy here. 97,000. Okay. So it has to be with a scope that I'm scoped into. And this scope is actually pretty good if you want to. Well, it's giving me the same numbers anyways when I'm not scoped in. So it's not making a difference. Perhaps there's a way to make it work, or maybe there's not a way, but that's still fine too. For those of you that are running marksman builds, my goodness, this is going to be really, really good in the long run for anybody that's running it. So that's just me showcasing my, my fortunate find. I mean, it's not necessarily that difficult to get. It is time consuming though. I will say, because my goodness, I have to farm and farm and farm and run around and try to do all the missions to get them. But that's the Nemesis Exotic. A lot of headshot damage. A lot of people are really excited about it. I'm not really a big marksman rifle person, but maybe I can learn and work my way into it. But it is sure, and it's sure nice to get one more in the collection. I've not gotten any of the other ones that are that you get from bosses dropping and stuff. The exotic assault rifle, I have not gotten that one. I'm just one of those people who the RNG drops things like that for very late. So for me to even have 3, 4, I have the lullaby. Where is it? It's somewhere. For me to have 4 of these, I am super excited to have them. So that's all I have for this video today, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for your time and audience, and I'll be bringing my impressions on the sharpshooter, so stay tuned, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Alright guys, as promised, I will show you how to get the Nemesis Exotic Rifle. Now, one of the first things I want to say is you have to play all these missions in the invaded form, and there's one mission that's going to be missing right now in this particular rotation, April 18th, 2019, because it was in the rotation from last week. But I think you can also get all the parts that are present right now in order for you to gather them, and then once the other invasion rolls around, then you can go ahead and farm that and be able to get the last part of it and the blueprint. And well, the blueprint you can get I think today. I don't know how it'll work since it's kind of out of order. So first things first, you want to clear out all your invaded missions, and then you want to go over to Tidal Basin and play Tidal Basin based on the invasion story mode. So you play it once, and then you play it a second time, and in the second instance when you're playing it, there's a spot that you reach in the map, and I explained this in my Preparing for World Tier 5 video, so let's get some footage of that in here. And once you make your way into that room, you go upstairs and there's a key card. Once you pick up that key card, as you're making your way through the mission, there is another room that is on your left before you actually make your way deeper into the aircraft carrier, and you're going to be able to find yourself a weapon called the Adrestia. It's an SR1. You crush it and just get a part of the marksman rifle for it. Now, when you're done with that, then you move on to the Capitol building Stronghold when it's invaded. So if you're trying to get it this week, sorry to say you're not going to be able to get it until this Stronghold in Capitol Hill rotates again for the invaded missions. And so once you take out the final boss here, he's going to drop the other part for you. I think it's called the Scourge. I don't know the names of the parts, but just follow what I'm saying. You're going to get all the parts because I have it right now, and that's exactly how I did it. So if you're playing in this rotation today, April 18th, what you do is you finish all your invaded missions, and then you go play the Stronghold in the District Union area. Today's Stronghold, you can actually toggle invasion. And so once you toggle invasion and take out the boss at the end, they're going to drop one of the parts for you. And once you're done with the final part, then now you have to go get the blueprints, which is going to be at Grand Washington Hotel for the second time. So Grand Washington Hotel is going to be in one of the invaded rotations. You play all that round, and then you make your way to the Stronghold, after playing the Stronghold to get the final part, or in your case today, it will be maybe the second or the first part that you can get, and then you come back and get the blueprint. So let's start that all over again. Let's do a quick review. First things first, go to Tidal Basin, play that once for the story mode, and then play it the second time in order to get the key card and the Adrestia. Those are the two things that you need to get. Now, since you can't play Capitol Hill today, then go on to play the Stronghold mission, here in District Union area. And the boss, on the first try, she dropped the other part that I needed. And then when she drops that part, I think you might have to go play this mission in Grand Washington Hotel. And the first boss that you meet in the lobby is going to drop that last part for you, which is the blueprint. And so you need 3 parts and a blueprint. Now, I don't know if the blueprint's going to drop for you before you get the other part, or you have to wait till the rotation of the invasions and then wait till this comes back. That would really suck if that will actually happen. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play this invaded mission again and see if that blueprint drops, because what I noticed was last time, as I was playing the Capitol Hill invaded mission, I played it over and over and over again, and the part that you need there, which is a Scourge, it dropped every single time I played it. Now, I couldn't pick it up because it only allowed me to pick it up once, but it kept dropping over and over for me. So play those missions and see if there's a way that you can get them. And if you have any questions, just ask me. I had Ubitnik in my clan, in our clan, Dads of Division, actually run most of these missions with me, but he had to leave, so I just went and joined the random group and started the Grand Washington Hotel. And after we took out the first boss, I got it, I took my part, and I told the guys, hey guys, I gotta go, and I left, and I came to the base of operations and crafted my weapon. And so that's how you get the Nemesis. All right, bye, peace.